Well, since day one, the U.S. and Israel have been working to cripple Tehran's ballistic missile arsenal. CNN's Tom Foreman joins us now with more.
Hey, Anderson, you're looking at a life-size model of an Iranian missile launcher, and this is what U.S. and Israeli forces have been looking for everywhere, and indeed, by some accounts, may have destroyed half of already. Why are they after the launchers? Because that's how you get after the missiles, which are so key to Iran's defensive and offensive operations. Missiles like the Qarram Shah 4, one of their most advanced ones here. I'm going to push this off into the desert so we can talk about its capabilities. It's about 40 feet long. It weighs about as much as a fully loaded fire truck. It is liquid fueled, which means it has a lot of propulsion. It can travel 8 times the speed of sound, and it can carry a very heavy load. If they had a nuclear weapon, military analysts say this is the rocket that would carry it. And see that yellow cone up there where the warhead goes? It's also believed to have some direction-changing ability on the way back down toward the target. That's unusual in ballistic missiles and could be confounding to missile defense systems. What about range? Can this thing reach the United States? Absolutely not, not even close. But by best estimates, it could easily go from Iran to Israel over here, from the western edge of maybe Washington, D.C. to Kansas, something like that. And look what's in between, Saudi Arabia and Yemen and Oman and Iraq and Jordan and so many other places, every place in the Middle East we ever talk about. That's why there's so much focus here.
وفي واحد جاي من جنبه
The journey back here was, I think, smooth considering the circumstances. I mean, we were able to register on repatriation flights provided by Etihad. So I was first bounded on the flight to Munich, and then I was asked if I wanted to rebook to Washington, which I did because I'm a U.S. citizen. And that flight was thankfully maintained. We had a little bit of a scare this morning at the airport. They had to evacuate due to safety threats. but all the flights were able to take off, which was great. Where I'm a little disappointed is how the U.S. government's been handling it. I mean, being in Abu Dhabi, I felt really safe and taken care of by the UAE government, but the embassy line to the U.S. embassy in Abu Dhabi actually had been cut off. You could not reach them, and they had recorded an automated message that I actually brought down because I was really shocked, saying if you're a U.S. citizen stranded in Abu Dhabi, we will not be providing evacuation or repatriation help. Please try to get on commercial flights. Thank you. My plane took off Friday morning, and my first thought was like, why did the plane even take off? You know, why did the plane took off? Because they knew, here they knew. You know, other countries might not have known. France didn't know, Europe didn't know. But here, I was taking off from Chicago on Friday morning. So why did the plane even took off if they knew they were going to attack?
But because the moment we landed for change of flights in Abu Dhabi, we had a next flight to India, Jaipur, in a couple of hours. We were about to board, and they said, you know, your flights are suspended because they announced the war. So we both were kind of got panicked, and we had no idea what to do.
Yeah. Our hotel was actually next to, we could see the U.S. consulate in Dubai from our window. And for 3 days, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay, it's right there, that's kind of cool. We ended up actually checking out that morning, and then that same night, there was a drone attack on it, so. Luckily,
on your hotel?
No, not on our hotel, the consulate.
Gotcha. So you said luckily what?
We weren't there, so I was like, okay, but, you know, seeing it for a couple of days, I was like, oh, yeah.
What was it like seeing that?
Just scary, just because, like, they send an alert on your phone saying missiles, like, hide, like, be away from windows and things like that, so it's kind of scary, because we've never experienced something like that, but. Yeah.
And tell me about your journey about how you actually got
government.
out. Can you tell me about your journey about how you actually got out?
I mean, just checking flights every day. We rebooked. United completely canceled our flight. Obviously, like, they're not flying in, so they can't get out. And then I booked Emirates, and even Emirates, like, every day was chaos. It's canceled every day. I see flights going to, like, Europe and elsewhere. So we're like, should we fly to Europe? Should we fly, like, to India or anywhere else in the world and then come back? But even those are, like, crazy expensive. I can't, you know, so.
You were there on vacation or?
Vacation. It was a layover. It was like a stopover. We were there for 2 days just visiting on the way back from India, and then we got stuck there.
In Dubai?
My wife, me, and my child. It's scary the first day, like, really, because, like, the alarms went off on our phone, like the emergency broadcast, so we're like, oh, what's happening at, like, 1 a.m., and then you hear noises in the background, like, every day, but by the, like, the last 2 days, during the day, everything was, like, normal there, right? Like, I feel like things online are showing things to be scarier, but it was pretty normal, like, during the day, people are walking outside, like, having dinner and all that stuff.
Did you feel that our government, you're an American,
yes,
should have given Americans some notice?
I wish they did. I wouldn't have gone, right? I would have just, you know, canceled the trip or, like, came straight home earlier, right? So I wish there was something like that.
It's not usual to have missiles intercepted above your head, but it was, honestly, it was not bad. We were in the marina, so a lot of stuff was going down to Abu Dhabi, and so we saw a lot of the missiles coming across Dubai, going there, but they're being intercepted.
播报新闻是我的日常，必须时刻保持妆容和皮肤的最佳状态。当来到人生中最重要的时刻，也是 KS 逆时奇迹帮助我轻松驾驭，闪闪发光。KS 逆时奇迹活肤露全效精华、精华霜，多达5种 EGF 6大冻龄关键成分，保湿效果让我非常满意，小细纹也不再困扰我。我就是我自己的最佳女主角 ，KS 让我从容自信、光彩动人。我是我人生中的大女主，我的最爱我做主。KS 逆时奇迹系列热卖中，下单请上快点购，透过中天新闻网 App 下单立减50，或输入 CTI 推荐码有额外折扣。